two. Hey,
Oh,
everybody, it's Animal Cracker time.
3, 2, 1, record.
3, 2, record 1.
Yeah, we did it. We're goddamn professionals.
How you doing, Banana Tits? You look a little sleepy.
Well, usually I either take a nap before or during our show, so
I have a feeling you're not the only one who naps during our show. That's totally fine.
as long as they keep it going, I don't care what they do.
Just tell YouTube that you liked it. Just as they say, just smash that button. Just smash it. Don't break your screen, but smash it. A gentle
Crush
smash.
that button. I don't know about you, but I don't feel like drinking right now. I kind of tied one on last night, and I'm not in the mood.
Here's what happened though. Like I kind of opened my beer, like by accident, because So I mean,
you're gonna have to drink it.
All right, going solo tonight. That sucks.
Yeah.
My name's Tony, and I have a problem.
I just drank. The beers were cold and they tasted good last night. I was just like, next thing I know, I'm waking up in the middle of the night, like 4 a.m, hot and sweaty. I'm like, I need water. And I'm like, I should quit drinking for a couple of days.
Yeah, well, it's been like 2 or 3 months since you haven't drank on the show, so that's not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad.
I mean, work on it. Try to get your shit together, but whatever. Fine. Some fucking Visine, you all right?
Yeah. No, I know it looks like I'm tired, but I'm not. I'm just really getting my eyes are getting fatter, and so they're I'm gaining weight right here, and it's just gonna be until my eyes close shut. It's gonna be cool.
What do you do for fat eyes? Do you do like flutter kicks with you just
you just gotta blink a lot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. I don't think you can do it.
You just got to be bulimic of the eyes. You just got to make yourself cry. If you make yourself cry, then your eyes.
I'm not crying. I'm losing weight.
Yeah.
That's funny. I like that. Put that shit on a shirt.
Put that shit in the garbage. Fucking A. What's up, man? How's it going?
Pretty good. Trying to think if anything fun happened. No.
Nope. All right. Well, goodbye.
See you, buddy. That was fun.
Easy.
Fuck, man. I don't know. I got some pot called orange rolls. Thought that was. Yeah. Are we out of ideas are we out of names? I mean, we've run out of pot names faster than we've run out of names for our children.
You got pot called what? What was it called?
Orange rolls, like ROLLS.
What does that mean?
Well, I mean, there's orange muffins.
Huh. Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know either. I didn't understand it, but I didn't go. My thing is like I have a medical card, but I really think it's not for me because I don't really use it unless I get pulled over. So
right.
It's other people like, hey, man, I need a cartridge or this or that. And it's like, whatever, man. So I'll go there for them, because I like to feel important. And
right.
You go in there and you do your thing. And it takes 15 people to look at your card to make sure you're cool and all this other shit. And bought a vape cartridge. I don't like vaping that shit. So, you guys can have that crap. But I also don't like going to a dispensary without buying any damn weed. And she's like, you have $19 in credits. I'm like, do I? Do I now? Well, why don't you just go ahead and give me 1/8 of your finest Swedish Chiba, please? And I said, I want something fruity, just like me. I want something fruity. And she's like, and she didn't get that at all. We all wear masks. She didn't laugh. I'm like, all right, fuck it. Listen. She's like, I have orange rolls or I have plum rolls. I'm like, the fuck? Like, what do you mean? What, an orange roll? Like we're going to eat? I never had an orange roll. I like butter rolls. Let's have an orange roll. But no,
Mhm.
it doesn't taste anything like fucking oranges, by the way. I don't know what she sold me. By the time you hit it, you don't remember the taste anyway, if it's any good. Right?
Right.
So I guess that's why they call it purple biscuits or
That's the
broken
thing.
bumpers. It doesn't fucking matter.
Like I've always like gotten weed that's like, yeah, like blueberry whatever, blueberry kush or whatever. And
Yeah.
it's like I could tell the taste of different kinds of weed, but it never has a blueberry, strawberry, orange roll flavor. Bubble gum, like it there was some weed that I had, I think I still have. It's like it's called Indiana bubble gum. I have no idea why. I don't think bubble gum is popular in Indiana any more than it is anywhere else.
I don't think it's
And
manufactured there.
yeah, I mean, yeah, who knows? But it just tasted like goddamn weed, and it was good. But I I don't buy weed at the store anymore. I haven't in a while because I had a person give me some, and then I have another person give me some. Try not to say names or you know, but I got a bunch of weed right now, so I'm like, I don't gotta fucking go to the store and get any, So I know it's more expensive where you're at, but to buy a weed here, it's actually it's pretty fucking cheap.
Oh, I
Most
know.
of the time, it's pretty, or at least reasonable, or a normal price. Like an eighth is like $40 sometimes.
Right.
And that's how it used to be back in the day when you were buying weed on the street. It was like a
Right.
20 sack was a 20, a dime was a dime.
Nickel was 5 pennies. It was a good deal. No,
Yeah.
it's not bad around here. It's like $60 an eighth and half a blowjob. That's no big deal. It's not even the good part of the blowjob. It's the beginning. So you just give that and $60 and you almost get
It's just
you almost get an eighth of weed. It's cool. The
Well,
only
you only need half the blowjob anyways. You just take out the middle. You just need the beginning and the end, and that's it.
I go halfway. Halfway. As soon as my nose hits your belly, I'm done. That's it. We're not doing any more. That's someone else's job. Someone else has got to buy weed too. You can get the other half from them, but I'm not doing that
So,
shit.
so do you mean if someone right when your nose was gonna hit their belly, if they just put their hand in between and you just went?
If my nose hits anything, I'm out because that means I'm choking. I'm not good at it. I'm just trying to buy weed. I'm not trying to be good at sucking dick. I just need to buy weed. And since it costs that half a blowjob these days, so do what you got to do. The nice thing is once you smoke, you kind of forget about half the blowjob. So it all works out. It's cyclical.
That's a word.
It is. It means in cycles.
like, yeah, it is.
Should have named our show "The Stoner and the Drunk." That would have been great.
Right? Yeah, but the drunk's not fucking drinking right now. So
that's
the stoners.
there's so many good
stoners are
memes
drunk
out there.
right now.
That's a YouTube series. The drunk ain't drinking. Oh, good, it's good, it's good. No, the only time I had weed that tasted like something was Orange Crush. Smelled like oranges.
Okay.
Tasted like oranges. Someone said that they actually planted something citrus with the plant. I don't know, but interestingly enough, most of the times that brewers, pot people, anyone who creates something and slaps a name on it, they don't ever get it right. There's some beer down the street that I get from a local brewery, and it's called Little Red Wagon. Doesn't taste like a Little Red Wagon. There's no metallic, which is good because I don't like metal, but it doesn't taste like a wagon. It tastes like strawberries. So why in the fuck wouldn't you call it a strawberry sour? Because that's what it is. The first time you made a beer that doesn't taste like rusty metal and you name it something that rusts and is made of metal. Name it strawberries. My dad says he's like, fuck, this tastes like strawberries. My mother, oh my God, it does taste like strawberries. I'll have another red wagon, please, full of strawberries. What? Why? Nah, whatever. I guess they don't taste their shit, or if they do, they just had so much beer. They're like, tastes like a red wagon. I'm like, what?
Did it it tastes like strawberries, but it didn't taste like fruit? Like it just like tastes like strawberries in
Specifically,
particular?
specifically strawberries. Like
Mhm.
100. No
Okay.
one would mistake it.
Okay. Because sometimes when you get a beer that isn't supposed to taste like fruit and it kind of tastes like a fruity, that means sometimes they don't clean their brewing vessels.
Well,
But
then they haven't cleaned it
I
for
always
three.
I,
Go ahead. Sorry, man.
I was always told that I was always told that that was if you got like a banana or a banana peel taste, then that was usually it. But I've never heard strawberries, so it could just taste like fucking strawberries.
Well, they made this.
Either way, was it good?
Yes, it was good, but they've made it for 3 months. So if
Oh.
they haven't cleaned their shit at all, or they got it right, and they're selling it. And the neat thing is, for all you IPA lovers, that stop. Sorry, my cat's fighting me for chow. The neat thing about this
It's a
shit
hard
is,
life, Tony.
huh?
If you,
The screen's sticking sometimes, so I
I was
can't
just
tell
gonna
if
say
you're.
it's a hard life. Oh yeah, it's freezing like crazy on your side. I'm just trying to like roll with it, and like you'll be like, and then you're still talking. And you're like,
It's like
and
Muppets.
then I'm like, okay.
Oh shit! What can you do for free? This is it right here. This is what you get for free, folks. This is free. Um, what the fuck? We were talking
Do you know
about
what we should do?
beer.
We should just act like we're frozen for like an hour, and then just go, all right. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Hope you liked that last part. That was good. That was all new stuff we did.
Yeah,
Whatever.
man.
Oh no, I don't understand the names, but whatever. Name it whatever the hell you want. Stop! Damn it! I'm gonna have to sit here like juggling plates. I'm gonna have to hold everything that I own to do the show tonight. I look like I just got kicked out of my house with lunch
Hey man, at least you got lunch. You know what I mean?
and dinner if I'm lucky. I was thinking
A lot of
about
people don't
having
get.
starting a YouTube show called Tony Eats, just because everyone's always like, "Yeah, you should eat something, so I feel better about what I look like." Whatever the fuck their problem is. It's like, listen, it ain't going anywhere but the toilet. I don't need to eat. It's okay. You're not gonna. I'm not a plant. You're not gonna make me grow. You're not gonna put me in your window and feed me. It's not gonna work out. I'm just gonna be in your toilet more using your fluffy toilet paper.
Tony,
Yes.
you're a beautiful flower. You're a
Hmm.
beautiful flower, and you need to be watered and maintained, left in the sun, so you could grow and blossom,
The fuck are you
and
talking
then be
about?
picked, and then be bunched with the other flowers and sold for $15 on Valentine's Day.
I told you, he's equating me to a flower, just skinny and full of shit. Here you go.
um,
Eat it. There you go.
speaking of eating food and you being in the place that you are living in right now, I had a Philly cheesesteak that was not in Philly, obviously, because I'm in Portland, but it was from a place called Grant's Philly Cheesesteak,
Okay.
and I didn't know if that was a chain or not. Um, and it was really fucking good. Obviously, I've never been to Philly, so I guess I could say I've never had an authentic Philly cheesesteak. But I've been to places with you, and you're like, that was it. That was, you're like, that's how it should be.
Yep.
And that's what I felt like it was. And I knew it was good because I walked in, it was just like this old kind of grouchy lady at the counter, two sweaty felons in the back.
Yes.
Honestly, that's that's how kitchens are normally, so it wasn't too far off. But like the lady was like very helpful and precise, but she was a little like you could tell she was a little mean, a little salty, because I was like I was with the owner of my work, and he was driving, and I was putting the call in over the phone, and I was like, we want this sandwich with chips, and they have cheese fries on the menu, and the other guy, he wanted some cheese fries, but chili cheese fries. We have that at my work, so it just is on my mind to say chili cheese fries.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I order a chili cheese fries, and she just pauses and goes, "We don't got chili cheese fries." I'm like, "Oh, sorry, I meant cheese fries." And she's like, "Yeah, we have those." And then she was, and we get there, and it's old salty lady. She's real old, real nice though. And then like she looks like her name's Ruth or
Margaret.
something like that, or like Jody, like
Yeah.
like like or people call her like little JoJo or something like that because she's like little and old and and then then there's like the two face tattoo felons in the back, and then on the counter there's like soft drinks and shit, and then they had a display of tasty cakes.
Yeah. That's it.
So then that made me realize this place is probably a real Philly cheese steak place.
Mhm.
If they have those there, right? I
Mhm.
don't know, but I'm just guessing.
No.
Like,
Yeah, I don't even know that they might special order those because those don't have preservatives in them, or they didn't used to, so they couldn't get them out west. They wouldn't last long enough. So someone
right.
might be
Mm.
they might be just ordering them straight from the factory overnight. That's cool. That's really cool because you couldn't find those for the longest time out west. That's really rare.
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen them anywhere. I've never heard anyone if I've told a few people about tasty cakes, nobody knows what I'm talking about except for
Right.
one person. The other owner of my work, his dad was born and raised in Philly, so he goes to Philly once every a year or two or whatever to see family. So he's pretty familiar with the Philly, all the business over there, and he knows about tasty cakes. When I told him that you sent me a bunch of them.
Mhm.
So, and I still got some of them. I did eat half of them, but
Well,
they're
keep
just
going. Don't. That's why your eyes are getting fat.
yeah, you're right. I do. When I cry at night, I use them for tissue.
Tastes
I
like
cry for cakes.
tastes like peanut butter and chocolate.
That's why my eyes have diabetes. That's weird.
Hell yeah, man. Your lady's licking your tears because you taste like snack cakes.
Yep.
That's good. No, so here's what you're looking for when you go get a cheesesteak somewhere. For everybody out there, no matter where you're at, because believe it or not, people from Philly have learned that they can leave. Not everybody, but some of them figured it out, and that they have a damn good sandwich. So if you have a little bit of money, you can make a store, and everyone will flock to it if you do it right.
Mhm.
So what you're looking for, a couple of felons, definitely, like he said, a rusty old woman or a man up front that looks pissed off. That's a must-have. That means they've been doing this shit for years and they're over it, but they can make a good sandwich. And you need the two felon. You need at least one felon with a big ass forearms. You got to have big ass forearms. Otherwise, he ain't been chopping that beef up very much, and you don't want him either because you need that beef chopped to shit. When you walk in there, even if nobody's ordering anything, which is a scary thing, you should always hear the cling, clang, cling, cling, clang, clang over there. That's someone chopping up beef all day long. If you don't hear that, leave. Just turn the fuck around and go home. There's not a cheesesteak in there. Don't get it. You're looking
Right.
for tasty cakes is awesome. That's a telltale sign that that's some Philly shit because no one, like you said, nobody knows. You're also either going to ask or you're going to look for boxes for bread boxes that say Amoroso on them. If they don't say
Mhm.
Amoroso rolls on them, get the fuck out of there. That's not right. That's not the right
Mhm.
roll. It's a specific roll that we make up here. That's all we eat on. That is half the sandwich because all the shit is meat, cheese, onions, peppers, and the bread. So the
Right.
bread's got to be right. So Amorosa rolls, a big old dude chopping this shit up who looks miserable. You should definitely be scared or at least worried that you're going to get something while you're in there. You probably don't want to use the bathroom. I'm serious. Those are the great. But to your point, that's how you know you're getting probably getting a good Philly cheesesteak anywhere. Seriously, like I've been to South Carolina, I've been Oregon, Steakadelphia. When I was there, a place called Steakadelphia in
Yeah.
Portland.
Yeah, we ate there
Great,
before.
great fucking
Yeah.
sandwich. But I've also had sandwiches like this other place that was named after another city near me, and it was named after New York. They used New York City as part of their slogan. But in any case, they had for their cheesesteak, which they bothered. But first of all, you don't need to put Philly in front of it. A cheesesteak's a cheesesteak. It really is. Either you fuck it up or you don't. That's what we say here. Anyone's like, "Where can I get a Philly cheesesteak?" Like, you're in Philly. So fucking anyway, I mean, it's just a cheesesteak. So in any
Yeah.
case, you don't want what the fuck was I talking about? Wherever the hell you go to get a sandwich, those are the things that you're looking for. But just because you're in Philly, sure as shit doesn't mean you're going to get a good cheesesteak. It's not
Sure.
true, because like I've went to Steakadelphia, that was really good. That was someone who chopped the shit out of that beef. You should be able to grab a little piece of beef and then it's stringy and there's more beef. Like it just keeps going. But you shouldn't grab a piece of beef and be able to make a sandwich with it. It shouldn't. You should be able to. You shouldn't be able to put it on your face. No, that's wrong. Someone got lazy. That's not right. It's not. This isn't middle school. This is bullshit. You get to chop the shit out of it. Otherwise, it's not right. You get the bread, but you can go right up here in Philadelphia and get a shitty cheesesteak. I can get you 10 of them. Not a problem. I actually don't recommend that you go to hardly anywhere in the city. I've said this before. Some of them are good, but most of them are just bullshit advertising. Like the Kardashians used to go to Tony Luke's, which is a fine establishment. Don't get me wrong, but they're miserable as shit, and they're making sandwiches by the millions a minute. They're not taking time. Hot enough to throw it in the fucking roll and next. That's it. I've had it sometimes. Nothing against them, but you don't go to a busy place and expect a good sandwich. You go to a, kind of like a chill place. They'll make you a good sandwich. The neighborhoods where I live, it's where you get a fucking sandwich, because you can't fuck up the locals.
Right.
They come every week. They're not tourists. You make a shitty sandwich, we ain't coming back. You're out of business, buddy. That's it. So in the city, they can get by on tourists. It's like, oh yeah, we go to South Street, go to gyms. It's like, the fuck are you waiting an hour and a half for? What are you, stupid? You could have drove 20 minutes down here and gotten 16 sandwiches, eaten them, shit them out, and still been done before you got the one. Don't do that. Stop. Don't do that. Google your shit when you get to where you're going and find a good, call me. I won't answer the phone, but call me anyway. I'll tell you where to go. I won't answer. Anyway, the cheesesteak thing, I'm gonna say you can get a good cheesesteak. It's possible to get a good cheesesteak anywhere. So you could be in fucking Maryland, fucking, I don't know, any dumbass state in the middle of the country. Someone move there who knows how to make a sandwich, try them out. But they need the rolls. They need the shit.
It was definitely on the right roll, and the meat, it was all.
Hell yeah.
Because I've made decent cheesesteaks before, and it was what they do is a lot of places have the meat, big slab of meat, like usually prime rib or something like that, and it's partially frozen.
Yes.
Partially frozen, and they put it on the slicer, and it's frozen so it could slice really, really fucking thin. And we'd slice a bunch of thin slices, and then put them on like a medium, like medium high grill, flat top of griddle, and then like you said, chop the shit out of it, and it just kind of like grills and steams and cooks, and then you added the onions and peppers, put it on the bread, and then you put the cheese whip. That's the way we did it. It was pretty good.
So you could do the whiz. I've seen hell at that tailgates, man. They'll set up the grill and everything, and then one I saw, a guy took a hunk of beef, threw it on there, and just started chopping at it like it was his ex-wife. He was just fucking. Sorry, whatever. In any case, this was also the same dude in the same situation where the guy auctioned off his daughter, like for it was great. So in any case, he chopped up and made. Wait, I want to say,
who was this?
All right, so I went to one of, I think it was one of my first tailgates for the Eagles, but in any case.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was at an Eagles tailgate, and some friends of ours, whatever, ended up at their area, and this guy, there's like 50 people there. I don't really know anybody. Doesn't matter. So I'm just sitting there, and I'm hungry as hell, and this guy's like, all right, we're getting ready to do some steak sandwiches, and everyone's like, and all of a sudden, a bunch of people who didn't know him just got in line, and I was like, me too, I'm in line. So we're all standing there, and he starts like doling out the sandwiches, and I grab two because I'm skinny, and that's how it works. So I run away and hide off behind a car somewhere and eat my sandwiches so no one steals them from me. It's like that around here. And this guy's like, all right, now we're going to start the raffle as soon as we're done with the sandwiches. And I was like, okay, what are we getting? So I put in $1 because I didn't pay for the food either. So I was like, there you go, there's $1. He's like, all right, so tonight we're raffling off Stacy. Like, the fuck? A person? We're raffling a person? A human? What? So this is how he starts. He's like, now listen, she don't take no shit. and I'll give you plenty of it if you don't treat her right. So here's the deal. She's been through a lot of shit. Her sister's kids are fucking degenerates. Her sister's a degenerate, and she's taking care of everybody, and she's stressed out. So one of you is going to get to take her out for a nice little night out on the town. So we start the bidding at $10, and
What the fuck?
and she's
That's
standing on the
real?
tailgate. She's standing with her hands on her hips. I mean, we made it up to like $130. I mean, because people were around. They were like, "Yeah, it's a woman." Okay. There weren't any rules. It was just take her out and, don't be a dick. He was like, he was a cop, so he put his badge out. He's like, don't, fuck with her and I'll kill you kind of thing. So he was like, yeah, that's fine. But it was crazy. He was just talked about her whole family life. So you're looking at this chick and he's like, yeah, she's taking care of these kids that aren't even hers. And that woman's a piece of shit. And I was just like, whoa, we're learning a lot about this girl. Like, this sucks. And then it was just, that was it. She $131 she got, I think. I don't know. It's pretty cool.
Oh. That's fucking weird. That's like illegal, right? That sounds real.
He's a policeman. He's not.
Yeah. Oh, you saying policemen don't do illegal shit?
Oh, no. I say the cops make the rules. So if he's standing there, he made the rules. We're good to go.
But no, I know. I just
No, it's not illegal. I mean, well, wait a minute. That can't be illegal. They do shit like that like anywhere. I mean, will you give a woman to take like $1 to take her clothes off? I mean, that's the same. It's like it's kind of a raffle, like here's $1, there's my boobies. I mean,
yeah, but you don't get to like keep her for the night. I mean,
I don't even know. I mean, I don't know if I would have kept. That girl punched you in the eye. Like, she walked to the stadium. She lives near there, and that's South Philly. You'll get your ass whooped. Honestly, she would probably fuck up more people than the policeman would have. She was angry. She eats bricks for breakfast. I wouldn't fuck with her.
She eats bricks for breakfast.
I wouldn't. She was not. I mean, she was happy, but she wasn't happy. And then, of course, the Eagles sucked that night probably, and they didn't win. So who the hell wants to take her out after that? Not me.
Right.
I mean, she's probably used to being let down, but I don't want to be a part of it.
Does the city go into? How is the city after the Eagles lose? Are they fuck? Is everyone?
I mean, honestly, you would just think every day that you walk around here that the Eagles have just lost. So when we win, then it's like, holy shit, what am I in Florida? Everyone's happy for a day.
Oh. Wow.
But no, it only changes if we win. We already act like we lose we lost the day before every day. So.
Okay. That makes sense.
You can't get much more miserable than us. I don't think it's possible. Maybe Boston, but that's about
it. Yeah, I've never been to either one of those places, but it's what I hear.
Well, I hope to get you out here when Rammstein reschedules their tour. Because they were.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. I was at work and I looked at my phone to change the music and I just saw your text. Hey, you want to see Rammstein live sometime? And I'm like, yeah. But what do you? And so,
no, we'll do it.
Rammstein is coming to Philly. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So they booked a tour here and they would have already happened, but COVID didn't happen. COVID fucked it up. So it's at the stadium and they're going to have it. They already said they're rescheduling it. So. That's a great time to fucking come visit, even if you can only do it for 2 days. I don't give a shit.
When is it?
They haven't given this rescheduled date yet.
Oh, okay.
I mean, but that's what gives us. Honestly, you got to buy the damn tickets like immediately. I just watched their show, one of their shows on YouTube, the one in maybe Munich. Yeah, huge venue. You were telling me about this. That's why I kept watching more and more shows. Probably one of the best most entertaining live shows I've seen. I haven't seen, but on TV, on YouTube. Holy shit. Right. So they're playing the Eagles football stadium. And that's the only chance I'm going to, that's all they're doing now is stadium. It's this American stadium tour. I didn't know if my first question was going to be, are they coming to Portland or Seattle, which they probably are, I would imagine. So whatever's convenient, but either way, I want to see them. I would like to go check those guys out with you.
Yeah, I would like to go. I mean, the timing is weird. It would be, I don't know if I'll be I would like to go. I want to go, but the whole everything is with the world of the virus and shit. I don't know if I'll
This
be able
isn't
to.
going to
But
happen for a while. I mean, seriously,
yeah,
people can bark and get excited, but just because New Zealand figured out how to have a concert doesn't mean we get to have one. We're the bad kids. We go last, and it's going to take a while, and it ain't going to happen till who the fuck knows when. I don't think they're rescheduling anything until the end, like the beginning of next year. Like anybody, they're trying, but
right.
yeah, it really, I don't know. Who knows? America's a mess. That's okay. So whatever. No big deal. We can't expect much out of ourselves. We are a big party, and we're the youngest kid at the party, and we're about 21
That's
years old, and everyone else is 50 to 60 as far as countries go, and we're being stupid. I mean, it's stupid in our own way. We're okay. That's fine. It's fun. Kind of not. Whatever. It's embarrassing, but totally the neighbor kids who just rented the apartment next door to you and throw fucking dumpsters
yeah.
and shit out of the bathroom window. That's us. And everyone's like, look at America,
Yeah.
they're a bunch of morons. Like, look at us. Whee! We have money and we don't know what we're doing. It's great.
America's the way we acted in 2010 when we lived together in Green. Remember, like chopping the shit out of a chair.
That was proof that we both needed women in our lives. I think we maybe did. We just broke a lot of shit. It was weird.
I think that was proof that we needed to be medicated and maybe gone to church. We needed Jesus at that point in our life. We needed something.
I gave up after your dad
Wow.
talked to me about Jesus. I was like, all right, this isn't gonna work. If this is who Jesus saves, it's probably not for me. I don't know.
Yeah, he was talking to you about Jesus while he was handing you a joint.
I know. Oh my God, that guy will get you killed. He's great.
Hey, brother's friend. Have I told you about my friend Jesus? As he's handing you a joint.
That's exactly what happened. I was like, sure. What is this shit? And he got it off his Windows screen. That always fucked me up. He took one of your windows in that house does not have a screen, and I know where it is. It's in his weed shack, and he just he just took it and put it on his table like a big screen, and just put it on his table, and he just chops down his shit in the backyard and just throws it on that thing, and then he shakes the screen, and there's all this keef, and he's like takes his fingers like. Ah, like, oh, like, what is that? He's like, that's the good stuff. I'm like, that's not good. Don't do that. Stop.
Yeah, he's
great.
He's an animal. He's a fucking psychopath. Hey,
functional
friend.
Keyword being.
I don't know if it's functional. It's something though. I'll tell you that.
Hey man, if you can get up and take care of your shit, not kill. I mean, you're all right. That's it. Just pay your taxes. You're fine.
Oh,
so what about you, man? Other than a nap, you got anything going on?
Sorry. You just got to get it out sometimes. Shit, man. My life is boring nowadays. And it has been for a long time. Honestly, just working like a maniac, you know. Other than that, just fucking chilling. I went on a hike today. I went to the Sandy River, 1,000 acres. You been out there? Did you ever go out there when you were here? So it's about 15-20 minutes from Portland, and it's like this. It's like there's like, you know, it's fucking huge. There is 1,000 acres. It's just you pay $5 to park, and then you just walk, and there's trails, and there's a river. You know, there's sand everywhere. You could walk, and you could get fucking lost. You know, it's dark right now. Like you could get lost and get trapped forever. It's a good place to take the dog. You know, we walked like 3.5 miles, and you know, she ran and got to roll in the dirt with other dogs and shit. So
nice. That's
it. The thing is, it's gotten really like there's a lot of litter out there, a lot of people a lot of homeless people are camping out there, and it really fucking sucks. It was really sad to see because it's like a really nice, beautiful Oregon place. It's like,
Right.
especially right now. It's a nice day. It was sunny. You could walk for hours and hours if you wanted to, go through trails on the river. And then there's just, people camping, but they're not camping. They're just, homeless. And I'm not talking shit on them because that's
Right.
a hard place to be in life.
Right.
It just, the whole thing sucks. It made me, I was walking and I started thinking about everything. It sucks that there's litter and trash, and I mean litter and trash as in, garbage, not, I'm not making a joke. And out in the forest, in nature. And it sucks that these people have to live in fucking Anytown, like in fucking homeless camps built, it just, the whole fucking thing, it kind of depressed me. And then we walked out onto the river and my dog started chasing another dog and I forgot all about it. So, but the next time you come to visit, we should definitely go out there. It's a really cool hiking spot. It's fun.
Yeah, I don't.
It's a good.
Is that off the river? I'm sound ignorant. Is that part of the river that runs through Portland, like up or down, or is that some?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's all connected. Yeah, it's part of the same. Well, no, because that's the Columbia. This is the Sandy River, so it is a different.
Oh,
river.
it's the Sandy. That one comes out. That comes from the west, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where I was today was called the Sandy River Delta Park. That's what it's called. And so it's right on the Sandy River, obviously. And so yeah, it's different than the one that runs through downtown. The one that runs through downtown is the Columbia.
So is that the river that runs through Oregon, across Oregon? Is that the Sandy River? There's too many. There's a lot of rivers in Oregon.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of rivers. Yeah. I don't
Right.
know. They're all fucking connected anyway. So fuck yeah.
Rivers, lakes, streams, baby. You know it.
But
I know. All I can tell you.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty boring.
It's fucking beautiful. It's the hard part, like you just said. The hard part about living out somewhere like that, especially if you're from there, is you're used to the beauty. I lived there for 10, 12 years. And what kind of drove me nuts, I mean, I don't know. It's just that you live there long enough, the fires, like, people start fires and that screws shit up, and then other things happen. I mean, Jesus, the fires are really changing the landscape like crazy out that way.
Oh yeah.
Really, every year I get very nervous for you guys because every year is getting worse. It's not getting better. Every year the fires are fucking worse. So that changes things. And then the other problem you have is like just life. It's so damn pretty out there. There's so many places to be outside, but there's a lot of people who don't have anywhere to go. So you just kind of see things get, for one reason or another, people like too many tourists or people displaced or whatever. You can't, especially during COVID, especially during this shit, you cannot escape reality. It's everywhere. No matter where you go, you're going to see something where you're like, shit, yep, there it is.
It was like, and I know this is kind of like whatever, but it bummed me the fuck out. It did. I was like, man, I'm in this beautiful fucking area, I'm having a good day. I'm hanging out with my girlfriend's mom. She's got her dog, I got my dog, we're walking, and then we just see all these camps, and there's people's like clothes and litter everywhere, and I'm like, man, it sucks that they do that, and it sucks that they are put in a life position to do that. It sucks all the way around. I'm not blaming them. It sucks that they're in that position where their life is like that.
Right.
But what are you gonna do? It's a rad spot though, man. The next time you're out here, we should definitely go. It's fun. And there's another thing. This doesn't really have anything to do with the homeless camps. This has to do with stupid fucking people. People always do this, and it pisses me off. All right, so I have a dog. I take her out all the time on walks, hikes, and shit. She takes a shit. I have dog bags. I pick it up.
Yep.
If you that's not that big, especially there. I was talking about Sandy River Delta Park. We're out in the forest in the middle of nowhere. It's not that big of a deal. As long as your dog doesn't poop in someone's front lawn, it's not that big of a deal to me. Right. But what is shitty is a lot of people do this. is they pick up their dog's shit, put it in a bag, and then throw it on the ground. It's like, just leave it. Don't litter
that is
too.
littering because
Don't
that shit
like,
doesn't break down.
yeah.
So what the fuck?
Yeah. It's like if you want to leave your dog's shit, just leave it on the ground. Don't put it in a bag and then throw it on the ground, because that's like twice as worse. Not only you're gonna step in shit, but you're also littering. Like,
Right.
like
You went out of your
fucking
way
idiot.
to touch dog shit to litter when you could have just left it there. If you're not going to do anything with it, or just bring those little flags where they tell you, where there's like a cable in the ground, those little flag markers with the just bring a bunch of flags, stick them in your back pocket. When your dog takes a shit, just throw a flag down so we all know it's there. That's it. That's not even littering. That's just letting someone know there's poop there.
That's it.
So don't, that's that's really, especially in, no, I mean, listen, you go around here and you see someone litter, no one's going to say shit. Okay. That's just how it is. You go out there and you litter, someone's going to say something. That means you guys are conscious of this shit, right? I know you're conscious. You actually recycle. So, I mean, really, it's crazy. So I don't understand what the fuck, what logic is that? Is that a passive aggressive, I kind of did the right thing, or what is this? Why would you bother? It's like you're going out of your way to litter. You're like, I could just leave dog shit here, or I could put it in a cute little blue bag and then throw it, because that's fun too.
Right.
Why pick the bags? What's the deal? I don't get that. That's weird.
I think people do that, and also maybe to their defense, they just get tired of holding it, so they throw it on the ground. And that's not like, that's not any better. But if you're trying to understand, the human condition, that's probably what happens. Like they just like, oh, I'm tired and stupid, I'll just throw it on the ground.
Oh,
I
so
tried.
we're just talking about lazy people, right? They had good intentions. They're half. It's weird. You're half. That's really half. That's the definition of half-assed. Because around here, you just don't even bother. Like there's just going to be shit on the street. That's it. Or there isn't. But there isn't going to be a bag of shit. I mean, why? No one's going to bother to do the work and then not do the work. That doesn't make any sense. It's like a double insult. It's like, I don't understand. I do get it. I get what you're saying, but I don't. I wouldn't bother. I hate touching shit. If I'm going to pick up shit,
I know, right?
It goes to the trash can.
Oh man,
that is strange.
Yeah,
you can tell that we're reaching for topics, but so is everyone else in life, because there ain't shit going on, and it's the middle of January. And there ain't shit going on in the middle of January ever, unless you're a sports fan. So this is it,
right?
But I can tell you, the people that I talk to for a living, they've all accepted that it is what it is. That's our new slogan. It is what it is. That's right. Just a nice, calm, whatever. No big deal. Just be cool.
Yeah,
just
man.
keep your head down and keep trucking. Don't stop now. That's what I tell people. It's really hard, man. Well, don't quit now. Keep going. I'm like, okay. Like, just keep going. Put your head down. Keep walking, motherfucker. Don't quit. There ain't nothing else to do. Just keep going. Eventually, you'll get a couple shots in the arm, and then everything will be normal again. So there you go. And then we'll start with I learned some things from COVID, and sometimes I wish it was still happening. Things were just better when we had so much time with our friends and family. Let's create 3 different episodes, a bunch of different channels, and let's really reach out on this topic. No, stop it. I don't want to see any episodes after this. I don't want to see any articles. I already know what everyone's conjuring in your mind. I already know all your articles and what you're going to write, because you got to put something on the internet every morning, and I don't want to see it. I don't want to see the things I learned from COVID, positive things from COVID, why I wish COVID was still happening. What has COVID taught you? What you could learn about? Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Shut it. Don't even do it. Glue your fingertips together and find something else to do. Just leave it alone. I'm so tired of people regurgitating this tired ass articles. Everyone's like, I'm a writer. Really? What do you write? Oh, anything with a bunch of ads all over it. Oh. Well, that's really fucking creative. They're like, good for you, man. I'm going to be a writer too, so I can sell ads for Tylenol and shit, or whatever you click on when you're trying to read your dumb story about what you learned during COVID. So I had to let it out. Better out than in. But it's coming. There's stories. all the COVID material everybody's gonna do. Oh,
Oh
my
yeah.
God.
I that's why I'm like, in a way, I'm kind of glad that there's not really any stand up, because I don't want to, when it starts happening again, I'm gonna be really tired of people talking about COVID shit.
Yep.
I'm like you, like you haven't even read the articles. You're tired of it. You're like they're not even out, and you're like fucking knock it off. Like, that's how. Like it hasn't even happened yet, but you're like preemptively like fucking no.
This is I went and saw Maynard do Perfect Circle. I saw Perfect Circle, and when Maynard came out on stage, he used one of my favorite terms to describe what we look on the internet every day: clickbait. And I didn't know, I wasn't intelligent enough at the time to know exactly what he meant, so I just kept living my life. And eventually I did understand what the hell he was talking about. To me, the definition of clickbait is the stupid ass articles that we scroll through on our feed or whatever, however you find your bullshit stories like me. And you scroll through them, and it's just like the shitty newspapers, some dumb headline that doesn't mean dick, and then it gets you to read the story. A lot of them these days are all about money because everyone responds to shit about COVID checks. So every day there's like 10 articles from 10 different news sources about how to get your COVID money. And all just because they know that people will read that shit. It's like you click
Right.
on it and it's all the same shit. You're not getting it. Did you get it yet? No, you're not going to get it. Did you check the IRS website? Yes. Okay. Says no, you're not getting it. But you can read back tomorrow and we'll repackage it, the different title, same shit underneath. You're not getting your check. Or you can check the mail, or you can't check your mail. Or if you're missing 2 toes, you probably already got your check and you missed it. Ooh,
Gross.
why am I reading this shit? I need to go back to OnlyFans because those people are working for a living. That's who I need to support.
They are. You know, I didn't know what OnlyFans was until like a couple months ago. I had no idea. I always heard people talking about it. I'm like, what is that? What the fuck is that? And then
It's a
and then
fucking,
and I realized what it was. It's just, it's just porn, really.
well,
So
yeah, but it's terrible. It's worse than watching, like, a lot of them put their shit on Reddit to get you interested. See more of me on OnlyFans. No. If you start paying for something, they're going to want more money. So
yeah.
a lot of the people on these pages, like, you can see me take a freaking lawn chair up my ass for $15. Like, what? How many lawn chairs? What
in a
are we
non
talking about? What the fuck?
in a non-sexual way, just a fucking like medical way, kind of, and curious. I want to see that. Not in like a oh yeah, like sexual way, just like, yeah, I'd like to see that. Like, I want to see someone juggle 8 watermelons in the same way I want to see someone put a lawn chair up their ass. It's like, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll just sit here and watch this weird fucking circus,
I would watch that only if I could yell out, "Now open the chair." That's what it's all silly nonsense. All this shit is just ridiculous. And COVID has definitely it's really easy to see it because there's nothing else to look at. It's all there is these stupid, dumbass stories by people who call themselves writers. It's like, no, they ain't writing anything. I think because the mailman said your checks are coming. What the? You can't just write a story. Well, yeah, you can. Never mind. What am I talking about? But yeah, it's a waste of time. Just watch porn. That's what the internet's for.
Yeah, I agree.
And dick jokes. I mean, those are good.
Speaking of porn, it's time to talk about music.
Sweet. I was getting tired.
Hey, you're looking at me weird. The dog's looking at me weird.
Oh, is that what's going on? I really, as soon as you did that and looked over, I just heard, I got bitches in the living room getting it on, and they ain't leaving till 6 in the morning. I just pictured a couple of chicks doggy style on your bed. I'm like, this guy's got to wrap this shit up like right now.
Tony, that happens all the fucking time.
I know. There's like cocaine plate that floats around the house. It's always got coke on it.
Now you know why I'm so tired and sleepy, because there's people fucking, and it's hard. Like, there's people juggling watermelons and putting lawn chairs up their ass. It's like, that's a hell of a way to take a seat. What are you doing? I was trying to sit down. You selfish bitch.
Bullshit. You walk in the house like, who wants a mustache ride?
music is in the air. We were
Okay.
listening to a band, reviewing a band called King Crimson.
Yep.
The name of the album, what was the name of the album? The In the Court of the Crimson King.
Crimson King.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've heard this band or this record, and I did what I normally do: listen to the album 3 or 4 times, listen to it more, and then listen to as much of more of their albums too.
Right.
Like when we since we've been doing this show, I find myself being like, that was a good album. Let me hear it again. And then I go through their catalog and start listening to more of their stuff again.
Right.
So yeah, man, it's a great album. I don't know about you, but I dug it. It's got ups and downs and peaks and valleys, and it's like the first song's like really jammy and crazy, and the second song it's like, it mellows out into like, like the
Yep.
classic rock kind of feel, and yeah, there's a lot going on, especially when you listen to it a bunch of times and you really try to get into it. You hear a lot of weird shit because there's some songs that are quiet, and if you really listen to it, you hear a lot of bells and whistles, and I mean quite literally bells and whistles and stuff like that.
Foghorns and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, oh.
So what do you think?
Well, I listened to it on Spotify, so it's like some extended. I don't know. It
Yeah.
was great,
Yeah.
but I don't think it was the regular version. I don't know, whatever Spotify came up with, whatever they were allowed to put on there. But
Right.
I was like, I was shocked when I realized it came out in '69 because it
Yeah.
doesn't. It could be '80s, not honest '90. It could have come out at any time, and I would have believed you. So some of it like almost reminded me of kind of like early metal a little bit. Like the one part where he's like, "Enter the court of the Crimson King." I'm like, wow, that's for '69, man. That's some shit. Like, that's
Well,
pretty
I mean,
good.
yeah, that's what prog rock is. It's prog rock is
Metal.
early. It is that because it has some groovy downbeat like guitar work, and some of it, like when we were listening to Jeff Toll, like he has a song, like they have a song where there's double bass and like,
Right.
guitar, there's a metal part, like it was all, they didn't know they didn't know that they were playing metal, I don't think, but like
Well, that's what I
that's what,
think to myself is they made these records and then kids listened to some of that or whoever was listening to it and like grabbed onto that and was like, I want to do this. And then, you have all these other, who knows, all these inspirations, but I'm sure some of that shit got people to make some music that we've listened to since then, you know.
yeah, no,
Hell yeah.
totally,
No,
absolutely.
that's a great fucking album, man. It really is. But the first song just gets you so into it. And the next, it just seems like it kind of, it tapers off. It
Yeah,
made me, I really like the first jam. It just makes me want to hear that one again. I'm like, I like that speed.
yeah, man, they have some popular songs, like like recognizable like in movies and stuff. They're one of those bands that I'm trying to look up their shit right now to remember a name of a song. But like what song was it? The the Court in the Crimson King. That song is in a lot of different movies.
Yeah.
And I think most people they're one of those bands, those older bands that aren't super well known, like Neil Young or the Beatles and Rolling Stones, like that. They're not like necessarily a household name, but their music is really popular because there's random songs of theirs in movies and shit like that.
Right.
You're watching a movie and you're like, oh, who is this? And then you look up, you're like, oh, Crimson King. You're like, or King Crimson. You're like, who the fuck is that? Yeah. But you're like, I've heard this song a billion times. But
I didn't,
um,
I didn't hear about him until Tool was talking about him because they wanted the same producer
oh,
from
okay.
King Crimson. And they were like, and everyone's like, why the fuck would you use them? Like, that's not the sound. And then Tool, this is early Tool, and they're like, no, we want that sound. The producer
That's
was like, what do you want me for? Like, I don't do that kind of work. You're like, exactly. That weird shit. That's what we want.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, they're the inspiration for a lot of other people. But like you said, when you don't know, you're listening to it, and then it's like, holy shit, they have King Crimson and all these different car commercials. Like, what?
Right. Yeah.
But you don't. But they're not. It's not like they have a. Well, they're not known for an album like if like main like Dark Side of the Moon. You know, they don't have a Dark Side of the Moon. I mean, this King that album In the Court of the Crimson King is probably their number one album, but
I think so.
it's
I would say.
not Floyd where everyone people wear the shirts and shit. They never made it to that level, so it's kind of funny when people pop up with
Right.
King Crimson.
When I think King Crimson is kind of like a band's band. You know what I mean? They're like, you know, people say it's a comics. He's a comics comic. Like that. That's what I think. That's what I get from King Crimson. Is there? If you're in the know, then you know him, and if you're in the industry, you probably look up to him.
Oh right,
You know,
yeah.
so.
You're probably hoping for 15 minutes of jaw flapping after a show to get some ideas.
Right.
They,
They've been around for a long time too. They started in '68, and they're still they've taken a lot of breaks. A lot of breaks. It's like I think I looked it up, and it was like started in '68, took a break at in '74, and then came back in the early '80s, and then like I think it was like they would put out an album, play it for a while, maybe do another album, and they take a break for a couple of years and then come back. But they did that, and then they took a break in 2013, and then now they're still playing. It says to present. So
yeah,
they're still around and still doing shit.
I'd like to see them and Tool play together.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool, huh?
Fuck yeah.
That'd be fucking rad.
Now jam together. Come on.
Yeah, man. It's a good fucking album, and
Yeah, good pick.
yeah, it's given me more like appreciating older music, you know, like older music from that time, whether you know it's prog rock like Jethro Tull and King Crimson, or if it's just rock and roll, old rock, like, or folk Americana, that kind of thing. Like anything that's from that era, it's giving me more appreciation. And I've like in my personal time, I've been listening to more of that older music, you know.
Yeah.
So
same here. I don't know
it's
why.
Just, I think it's part of, you know, getting older and closer to death, you know.
That or just tired of, yeah, I don't, either way. I like that was, I was so stoked that you picked that record. I couldn't believe it. I was like, fuck yeah, I would have never thought of that, but great fucking album. I would buy that. I want to have that on vinyl, actually. That's something I would listen to over and over again.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
Yeah. Concept record.
Yeah, I want to get that on vinyl too, for sure. And it's a cool album cover, you know, with the face, and they've got the big nostril, and it's all like fucking, all like tripped out. It's all like a druggy. That's definitely a druggy band and a druggy album for sure. You know, and I mean druggy in a good way. You know.
Yeah, drugs in a good way.
Not in a bad way. Drugs in a good way.
Drugs are good, okay?
In a good way. Oh man. So I think we're about there. What is your pick? You got a pick?
So I thought to myself as I was picking this, I'm like, he's gonna call it hipster rock again, but whatever.
Am I? Have I called your picks?
You said the OCs had that hipster thing to it, and you're totally right, because I saw a video of him dressed like a 50s school nerd. He had tape on his glasses, and it was just like, okay, he's right. Yep, there it is. God damn it! Like,
well, just I like the OCs. I mean,
I love the OCs. You can call it whatever. I don't care. It's fine. I don't get mad. It's one of those bands that just feeds right into my shit.
Right.
So this time I've recently found this band called Slow Thrust.
I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, I actually thought it was Sloth Rust, because so check that out, people. Look up the band Slow Thrust or Sloth Rust, because it works. The album is called Of Course You Do. And if you're gonna puss out and you're only gonna listen to one song, listen to track number 3, Crock Pot.
Crock
Yeah.
pot. Okay.
I know. I love it. I was like, fuck yeah, I ate out of a crock pot. That's great. One of the
What's the name of the album again?
yeah. Slow Thrust, Of Course You Do. 2013 release. It's got an ostrich on the front.
Nice.
I'm really curious. There's a lot of fun ass lyrics in there. So I enjoyed listening to it over and over. And then anyway, this album's something I'm gonna buy, I think.
Awesome. I'll check
Well,
it
I
out.
was listening to it. I will talk. Yeah, fuck it. Anyway, that's the album. We'll talk about it next week.
All right, man. Yeah. Slow Thrust.
I know, right? But we'll get into that next week.
Lawn chair style.
Poof. I would totally watch that.
You would. I would.
Maybe next week we can talk about the things I've seen done in Thailand that they won't do in America. Maybe. If you've seen Hangover 2, you get the idea. It's all right.
Yeah.
Anywho, that was fun. I'm really getting tired of looking at my hairline. That's why I don't hang out in mirrors. So I'm gonna. Are you good, Snooky?
It's tight.
You look stop. No, that's an inappropriate.
I told you it's the way I talk now. I can't help it.
Hootie
who.
That's right. All right.
Like, subscribe, follow, do it all.
Smash that like button. Is there a like button? Can you smash it?
Yeah, bro.
It's all about smashing these days. Like smashing, just smash, right? Smash fest. If you're under 25, do you smash? Or is it 30? Someone smashes out there. I know you do. I've heard about it. It's not sex. It's not banging. It's smashing, which sounds painful. Go easy on your crotch. With that being said, bye.